Hey, it's Pamela and it's hashtag Storytime with Pam. And tonight we are going to read The Tortoise and the Hare. One fine summer day, a tortoise, a lizard, a squirrel, a skunk, and a raccoon gathered at their favorite spot by the side of the pond. Tortoise and lizard sunned themselves on a large rock. Raccoon cleaned her paws. Squirrel and skunk watched fluffy white clouds drift across the sky. Everything was calm and peaceful. And then Hare leaped out of the bushes.
Up, 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 lazy ones, he called out. You're wasting a beautiful day. Let's do something fun. Let's have a race around the pond.
Squirrel sighed and said, You always want to race because you think you're faster than anyone else.
Think?
Hare shouted.
I am the fastest. I can run circles around all of you. No one can beat me.
Hare bragged on and on and all the while he thumped his long feet on the ground. Goodbye, peace and quiet, Skunk grumbled. There is no fun at all, Squirrel complained. He's ruining our day, Raccoon groaned. Tortoise raised her head and quietly said,
I'll race you, Hare.
For a moment, all the animals were silent. Then Hare began to shout, Tortoise wants to race me. That's an insult. You're the slowest animal I've ever met. It will take you hours to get around the pond. The other animals were puzzled. How could Tortoise even think of racing Hare? They wondered. Tortoise just climbed down off of her rock and slowly walked around the path that went around the pond. When she reached it, she said,
I'm ready.
Tortoise, I will not race you, insisted Hare.
Are you afraid of losing?
Tortoise asked. Afraid of losing? Hare laughed at the thought. All the other animals were now waiting near the path. They were watching Hare. Finally, he stomped over and stood by Tortoise. Okay, Tortoise said, let's make this the starting line. I'll show all of you what fast really means. Lizard spoke up in her high-pitched voice.
Attention, racers! On your mark! Get set! Go!
Hare sprung into the air. His strong hind legs moved him forward in huge leaps. He charged up the path, saying to himself, Faster, faster, faster. After a minute or two, he glanced back to see where Tortoise was. I knew this would happen, Hare said. Tortoise is barely across the finishing line. Hare took a few more leaps and then stopped. This is ridiculous, he muttered. It's going to take Tortoise the rest of the afternoon to get around the pond. I might as well take a nap. When I wake up, I'll be able to run around the pond 10 times before she gets around it once. Hare stretched out along the side of the path. He arranged his long ears in a comfortable position. He yawned and closed his eyes. Soon, he was snoring. Hare awoke with a start. He sat up quickly and looked around. His mouth dropped open in surprise. The sun, he said, it's so low in the sky. Then Hare heard far-off voices shouting. He jumped up and started running as fast as he could. He ran and ran until he saw his friends in the distance. They were jumping up and down. They were cheering. Tortoise was crossing the finish line. When Hare reached his friends, they were standing around Tortoise and clapping. Aren't you going to congratulate Tortoise on winning the race? Raccoon asked. Hare mumbled, Congratulations, Tortoise. Then he groaned and said, How could this happen? Well, Tortoise replied, Slow and steady wins the race. She turned, climbed onto her rock, and quietly watched the beautiful sunset. Good night.